everybody. Sorry I'm late. I didn't get home till late because our road trip had different hours. We had initially started off very, very early, and then there was a schedule change with some appointments. So we had to go later in the day to those appointments, and we had to go into New Jersey and into New York City, and then we had a full day there, and then had to eat something, and then come home. We met Alexandra there, and then we had to take her back to the train. So yeah, it was quite a day, but had to take care of some much needed stuff. So that all went well. Now, let me find you guys, because I don't know where you guys disappeared to. Let me see here. There you are. Okay, and before that, my daughter called right away. I got the call. She always calls me when people in the news or in the public die. She's always like the first to tell me. What she said, Queen Elizabeth died. Before she told me that, officially, the BBC reporters are all dressed in black, and apparently that's because they knew hours before it was announced that she had died. So yes, she died, and I think her funeral is not going to be for like 11 days or so, and then there's an official month of mourning. 96 years old. She had a long, full life. She was blessed with a long, full life. Not everyone is. So she and her family should be very grateful for that. May she rest in peace, and prayers for her family. Now Prince Charles is the king, and that's that about that. There's a lot of coverage on there about, I guess, Harry came without Meghan, blah, 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 but I really not caring too much about all of that nonsense. Hi, Julianne Gonzalez. So her husband, Philip, died in 2021, and here she dies in 2022, and I don't know how long it's been. How long? Is it over a year? I wonder. Hi, Julie W. Hey, Carol Lucy, Flower Girl Phillips, Nicole G, Deborah Vancouver, Dan Debbie L, Sean Sneed, Chris Ree, I got you. Let's see. Debbie D, Eva Pohl, Margot K, I got you. Rosalita Marie, your rugs went out today. You should have them shortly. Bridget, your rug went out today. Earthbound Spirit, your stuff went out today. Chris Ree, Bink, your thing went out today. Hi, Mert. The rest of the stuff we're getting. Son takes her place. Charles, yes, Charles takes her place. Yes, he does. You're very sad, Julianne. She's your hero. Hi, Gail B. Michael. Where's Mike? Mike. Where are you, Mike? Whisper to me. Where the freak is Mike? Does he hate us? That would be unfortunate if he hates us. Here's a few other shells I was making today. I have this sunflower. Look at this. Some of the new ones I'm working on. We also did a Patreon where we finished Joan's chapter in The Killer Across the Table. We're going to go on and read the next one in Patreon, which is the next 10 chapters, and they are going to be about I've had this the next 10 Joseph Condro. Okay, and so just a little thing. Joseph Condro was born in 1959 in Michigan to a Native American mother from the Chippewa tribe who already had 6 children and didn't feel like she could care for another one. So she gave him up at birth, and he was adopted by John and Eleanor Condro, a white couple in Iron River, Michigan, where he grew up before moving to Castle Rock, Washington. So we're going to read about him and what happened, okay? And you know how this goes. We're going to read about his childhood and through John Douglas and Mark Oldshaker. So it should be very interesting, and we're going to get back, now that school is in session, to our regular readings. We diverted this summer, and we started reading a lot of the sociopath books. We're going to go back to them, but we're going to finish these first because there's some others that I want to do. And then on members, we're going to finish Conviction by Juan Martinez. So we're going to get back on the ball with all of that. So if you're not a Patreon and you want to join us on that with Joseph Condro, which is going to be very good, you can sign up on the Patreon link and join us for that. And those are the public service announcements. Oh, and please hit the thumbs up. Share the video out if you're able to. That's wonderful. And let me see here. So, Michael, let's see what's going on with you. Liza Ward, hello. Largo Phillips. Okay, so let's talk about... Queen Elizabeth, Britain's longest reigning monarch and a symbol of stability in a turbulent era that saw the decline of the British Empire and disarray in her own family, died Thursday after 70 years on the throne. She was 96 years of age. She died at Balmoral Castle. That's her summer residence in Scotland, where members of the royal family had rushed to be by her side after her health took a turn for the worse. Let's see. Her 73-year-old son, Prince Charles, automatically became king and will be known as King Charles III. It was announced British monarchs in the past have selected new names upon taking the throne. Charles' second wife, Camilla, will be known as Queen Consort. A funeral was to be held after 10 days of official mourning. The BBC played the national anthem, God Save the Queen, over a portrait of Elizabeth in full regalia as her death was announced, and the flag over Buckingham Palace was lowered to half-staff as the second Elizabethan age came to a close. In a statement, Charles calls his mother's death a moment of the greatest sadness for me and all members of my family, adding, I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. The changing of the guard comes at a fraught moment for Britain, which has a brand new prime minister, and she gave a address today, I saw that, and is grappling with the energy crisis, double-digit inflation, the war in the Ukraine, and the fallout from Brexit. Prime Minister Liz Truss, appointed by the Queen just 48 hours earlier, pronounced the country devastated and called Elizabeth the rock on which modern Britain was built. British subjects outside of Buckingham Palace wept while officials carried a notice confirming the Queen's death to the wrought iron gates of the Queen's London home. Hundreds soon gathered in the rain, and mourners had laid dozens of colorful bouquets at the foot of the gates. In Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's eyes were red with emotion as he saluted her wisdom, compassion, and warmth. In India, once the jewel in the crown of the British Empire, Prime Minister Narendra Modi tweeted, "She personified dignity and decency in public life, pained by her demise." The U.S. President Joe Biden called her a stateswoman of unmatched dignity and constancy who deepened the bedrock alliance between the United Kingdom and the United States. Okay, since February 6th of 1952, she has reigned over a Britain that rebuilt from a destructive and financially exhausting war and lost its empire. She joined the European Union and then left it and made the painful transition into the 21st century. She endured through 15 prime ministers, from Winston Churchill to Truss, becoming an institution and an icon, a reassuring presence even for those who ignored or loathed the monarchy. She became less visible in her final years as age and frailty curtailed many public appearances, but she remained firmly in control of the monarchy and at the center of national life as Britain celebrated her Platinum Jubilee with days of parties and pageants in June. That same month, she became the second longest reigning monarch in history, behind 17th century French King Louis the 14th, who took the throne at age 4. On Tuesday, she presided at a ceremony at Balmoral Castle to accept the resignation of Boris Johnson as Prime Minister and appoint Truss as his successor. When Elizabeth was 23, almost 5 years before she became queen, she promised the people of Britain and the Commonwealth that "my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service." It was a promise she kept across more than 7 decades. Let's see. She was married more than 73 years to Prince Philip, who died in 2021 at the age of 99. Elizabeth was a matriarch to a royal family whose troubles were subject of global fascination, amplified by fictional accounts such as the TV series The Crown. She's survived by 4 children, 8 grandchildren, and 12 great-grandchildren. Through countless public events, she probably met more people than anyone in history. Her image, which adorned stamps, coins, and banknotes, was among the most reproduced in the world. Okay. Let me see here. I'm trying to go to something here. I don't want to go through all of this here. 7 decades after World War II, Elizabeth was again at the center of the national mood amid the uncertainty and loss of COVID, a disease she came through herself in February. In April of 2020, with the country on lockdown and the Prime Minister Boris Johnson hospitalized with the virus, she made a rare video address urging people to stick together. She summoned the spirit of World War II, that vital time in her life and the nation, by echoing Vera Lynn's wartime anthem, "We'll meet again." We should take comfort that while we may have more still to endure, better days will return. We will be with our friends again. We will be with our families again. We will meet again, she said. Okay. So that's that. Now, on to the true crime headlines. Got a few doozies here today. 45-year-old man in Illinois has been charged with stabbing his parents to death Wednesday morning in their apartment in the well-to-do Chicago suburb of Highland Park. Barry Goldberg was ordered held on $5 million bond at a hearing Thursday. The bodies of Ronald Goldberg, 79, and Renee Goldberg, 74, were found by Highland Park police officers conducting a welfare check after 911 calls reported yelling threats at the apartment, according to Lake and McHenry County Scanner. The officers arrived shortly after 10 a.m. and saw blood under the door. Someone yelled, "Don't shoot," when they knocked at the door. Lake County Assistant State Attorney Lillian Lewis said at Thursday's bond hearing. The officers forced entry into the apartment and found the victim stabbed multiple times. The Goldberg son, Barry, was inside the apartment near the door and was taken into custody, the Scanner reported. He was reportedly covered in blood. The Lake County Coroner's Office ruled the deaths a homicide by multiple sharp force injuries. According to the Scanner, Barry Goldberg admitted to killing his mother. He has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Court records show that all 3 of the Goldbergs lived in that apartment. That's crazy. Let's see here if we can find anything else about that. Okay. I believe this is him. That's the son. Let's see what his age was. He was 45. He is 45. The couple was found lying on the floor in a pool of blood with blood spattered on the walls nearby and a large knife nearby. And Barry Goldberg, the man you see pictured there, was found covered in blood. He admitted to killing his mother. Results from autopsies conducted Thursday showed the couple died as a result of multiple sharp force injuries. Police had gotten reports of threats and shouting from inside the apartment and heard someone yell, "Don't shoot," from inside just before entering. Wearing a white Tyvek suit, Barry Goldberg appeared in court for the first time Thursday afternoon before Associate Judge Theodore Portkonjak, who granted the request to set the cash portion of Goldberg's bond at $500,000. Goldberg told the judge he would not be able to hire his own attorney. "I'm going to need a public defender as of right now," Goldberg said. Hold on a minute. Thank you, Margot K., for upgrading your membership to Detective Rambler. Very much appreciated. Okay, let me go back to the next thing now. Okay. And to Florida again, where we have a fatal stabbing of a 57-year-old woman, grandmother of the 16-year-old boy seen there. He stabbed his grandmother, a 57-year-old woman, to death. Jalen Christian reportedly used at least 2 knives to stab Muriel LaDonna Emerson in the kitchen of the home that he shared with her. When asked how many times he stabbed his grandmother, Christian told the deputy, "Too many to count." The city experienced a heinous crime. "It was calculated, it was brutal," said the Rockledge Police Chief Joseph Lasata when he had a news conference on Thursday. The teenager texted authorities to say that he stabbed his grandmother, which prompted the police and rescue crews to swarm over to their Rockledge home, where they found Emerson dead on the floor, covered in a blanket with a significant amount of blood pooling around her body. Deputies found Christian sitting on the ground near a gas station in Cocoa, a few blocks away. And arrest affidavits say he had cuts on his hands and blood on his shirt, and he told the deputies he just stabbed his grandmother. Earlier on Thursday, Christian, who was staying with his grandmother for less than a year, skipped school and called 911 to say he'd run away. Officers responded to the location and called Emerson to pick him up. Once at home, Christian told investigators he began having homicidal thoughts, and he grabbed a knife from the kitchen. He went to Emerson's office and he attacked her. She tried to run and the knife broke, police said, but Christian grabbed another and continued his assault, the stabbing his grandmother. Christian took a photo of the body before covering it with a blanket. He stole some money and a briefcase and left the house with some of his belongings. Lasada said the boy told investigators when he did it, but the chief declined to reveal the motive. Why he did it. Christian will be charged with first-degree murder and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, police say, and the state attorney will decide if he will be charged as an adult. Wow. So a Texas woman kidnapped 51 years ago may have been possibly spotted by a tipster. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children stated on Thursday that a tipster said they saw Melissa Highsmith in the Daniel Island area of South Carolina. They're now looking into the tip. In 1971, Highsmith was abducted in Texas after someone who claimed to be her babysitter answered an ad by Highsmith's mother, who was searching for a sitter. Spokesperson Patty Davis said Highland's mother was separated at the time and working as a restaurant waitress. Police say the female answered the mother's ad and initially agreed to meet up at a restaurant, but failed to show. And then a month later, the same woman contacted Highland's mother and pled for the job, adding that she had a big yard and experience taking care of children. Highland's mother ended up hiring the woman, according to investigators. The woman later picked up Highland from the mother's roommate while the mother was working. The roommate reportedly said the woman was dressed nicely and wearing white gloves. After taking Highland, the woman never returned. Anyone with information about Highsmith, or if you think you've seen her, contact the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, 800-THE-LOST. Okay, so an Indiana dad who was found dead in a pond with his 3 young children and was intoxicated when he died in July. The Marion County Coroner's Office said that Kyle Mormon, 27, isn't it funny, funny that Mormon, that's the maiden name of Barry Morphew's wife. And didn't they come from Indiana too? Where 27 had acute ethanol intoxication when he accidentally drowned. On July 12th, the father, along with Kyron Holland 1, Kayana Holland 2, and Kyle Mormon the second, 5, was found deceased in a pond in Indianapolis. Kyle Mormon is believed to have taken his children fishing in the area on July 6th. The last time he was heard from, his cell phone was active in the area on July 7th. I thought we read about this, but I think it was another case. Reports indicated that the father's body was discovered in the water while his 3 children were recovered from the submerged car, which was located at the bottom of the pond. At some point, the missing 1-year-old's bottle was found on the edge of the pond. Terribly sad. Oh my gosh. So there's an Amber Alert in Houston. It's been canceled after a Texas man reportedly admitted he made up a story, okay? He made up this story. Texas officials issued an Amber Alert on Thursday after two unknown suspects allegedly stole a vehicle in Houston with a 6-month-old baby inside. The incident allegedly happened around 4:51 a.m. at the North Hudson Mobile gas station located at 22523 Imperial Valley. The child's father said he went into the store to get coffee, leaving his son inside his SUV, and when he returned, the vehicle and the baby were gone, or at least that's what he told police. Somebody else did that. Remember when they said their baby was gone from a gas station, but the baby wasn't? That was that other case. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of. Thank you, Carol Lucy. A small token of appreciation for all that you do, Carol. Thank you, Carol Lucy. Appreciate that. Now, back over here. So he made this up. The child's father said he went into the convenience store and then it was out, but it was a hoax. Law enforcement sources say, adding that the father made the story up in an attempt to get police to act faster. No charges have been filed against the father, but he could possibly face a charge of filing a false report. And so the vehicle was stolen, but he said there was a baby in it, so they would act faster. Not cool. Not cool. Okay, and then we have New York officials issued an alert for a missing 13-year-old boy with autism who vanished on Monday. The New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services said in an alert that Dante Holmes was last seen in the Bronx. The teen is possibly in imminent danger and may require medical attention. Missing child alert. Dante Holmes, black male, 13, 5'7", 190 pounds, from the Bronx. If seen, call 911. Hopefully he's found. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have to stop with this true crime. I have to call my friends in. This is magic. This is the magic of TV. Why is this doing this? What is going on? What's going on tonight? Huh. Oh, here we go. There we go. But why are we, what is the deal with this? Why is everybody like little? There we go. Okay, come out wherever you are. The witch has gone away. Okay. So, what else is going on? Nobody has anything interesting? Nobody has anything interesting? Whisper to me, did you answer where Mike is? What's up with Mike? Hold on, now I have to get something. So that I can be a productive member of society. talk on the panel.
Hi, 61. Is anybody else in here?
I am.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
Nice to see you.
I'm here.
There you are, girls. There you are.
Oh, Nicole.
Hi, Margot. I'm focusing, Margot, I promise.
God, I have a heater on here. Can you hear it?
No?
I better turn it off. It's so cold. Like it's 20
I can
past
hear
7
it.
in the morning.
It sounds hot. That's what Paris must say anyway.
Debbie D said, Mike, come out wherever you are. We miss you. We miss you, Mike.
Mike. Come back, Mike.
Come on.
What's it like in Australia, cats? What's the weather like?
We just had it's just been raining the past couple of days.
Yeah, it's still your winter, is it?
No, we're in spring now.
Oh.
Well,
So what
technically
are
we're
the
in spring.
temperatures like?
Still a little chilly. But everything looks beautiful at the moment because there's like blossoms and roses and
lovely.
daffodils, and my sinuses and allergies are just going crazy. But it looks beautiful everywhere. The
I love
flowers
the
are
spring.
all
Spring and summer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, spring and summer are my favorite seasons.
So I'm going to do some spring cleaning.
Forgot my paint.
Yeah, it's great for the mind as well. Looking forward to the summer then as well.
It's been such a cold winter.
100. God.
I think the fall's super pretty, but what comes after it, I don't like.
Yeah.
Did you see what high 61 said? It's 96 to 100 in Colorado.
Oh my God, 96 to 100. I can't even imagine that because I'm freezing here. I have a heater at my feet. I mean, we've had nothing but rain over the last week. Rain. Non-stop. You just get sick of it.
Oh,
It'll be 100 here tomorrow, and we're going to start having brownouts.
Wow.
What's that?
It's when you
Planned power outages.
Oh God. Wow. What, from thunderstorms and things?
So that we don't overload the grid.
Oh, it's deliberate. Oh, right.
Yeah. Because everybody's running their air conditioner at, at the highest.
Yeah.
And
how many hours would you be without power?
We don't know. I just got an email saying that there's going to be brownouts tomorrow, but they shouldn't start until after the kids are out of school. So after like 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
God, isn't that when you need the power, when you're cooking their dinner and things?
won't they? How long will they be out at a time?
I didn't say.
My brother's in California. That's why. Oh no, you're in Oregon.
Correct.
That's right. Okay.
So is that normal? Does that happen every year?
No, this is the first time it's ever happened, and I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah. That's kind of worrisome, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Brownout. Like, what is that
The
exactly?
world's ending.
But why would they do that? What would be the reason? I mean, it is strange.
To put less stress on the grid.
But what happens if you
so we
overload
don't
it?
have a blackout.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then what if you get a heat wave and it goes on for the next 4 or 5 weeks? God, I wonder what would happen then.
Well, we've been in a heat wave for the last 3 months. This is the third month.
3 months of a heat wave. That's insane.
And then we'll have 9 months of rain starting in October.
But you mightn't. You never know.
We always do.
Mm.
yes, Oregon is world famous for its very, very long periods of rain.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they need all that coffee. You get something to get your gum going. It's all gray all day.
Yep. You have to have a nice pair of wellies or several nice pair of wellies
Yeah.
and good rain gear to live here.
Yeah, same here, Lark.
I couldn't
That's
take
what
it.
I have a cute raincoat.
That's where it's the birthplace of Starbucks.
Yeah.
You need that caffeine.
Yeah. Seattle actually is
Yeah.
the birthplace of Starbucks. Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. I was wrong. But still, same thing with
Did
pies.
you hear what Michael said? I don't think that's true.
I don't know. I'm
But
not.
what was
He said that they said cow burp / farts are melting icebergs.
they
What?
get methane, isn't it? Methane gases.
Yeah.
In the environment. They have said that.
Yeah.
Because but what are we going to do without the cows? You know?
Mm. No steaks. Thank you,
Cows are-
Deborah. Right, I need to fly up to the shop, lady, because I have no coffee and I need to get it.
What time is it there?
It's nearly 7:30
Oh,
a.m. in the morning.
hmm.
You're leaving us, Carol?
I'll be back in 10 minutes, darling.
Oh,
I
really? That quick?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's only up the road.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I mean, I could walk, but I'm too lazy, so I'm going to
Yeah,
drive.
don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk.
And I'm nearly out of milk as well, so I've got to
Yeah.
go.
Okay,
Let me
Nicole,
guess. You can't be arsed.
Speaking of cows.
Ah, I caught that. Is the chat over?
So,
No,
here you
ma'am.
go, Nicole. It's
So,
even BP, the gas company. Says natural gas, increasingly decarbonized over time, has a pivotal role to play in getting to net zero, and tackling methane emissions is vital if gas is to play its fullest role in the energy transition. We need to tackle methane emissions fast, and regulations can help. So, supporting direct federal regulation of methane. So they want federal regulation of methane emissions from America's oil and gas production.
yeah, the
That
cows.
people all in, but they talk about it's all about greenhouse gases and global warming and all that stuff. You can look that up and you'll get a whole education on what that's all about.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's interesting. No,
Yeah.
I need to look into that.
And it is cow burps and passing gas. You know,
There must be a lot of cows in the world.
there
There
are
It is very true.
there are a lot of cows in the world.
And where has anybody seen Nancy M?
No, I wonder if she's not.
know
I hope
she
she's
said she
doing
didn't
well.
want to go back to
Maybe about
school.
4 days ago. Something like that. 5, 4.
Do you think she went back to work?
I didn't think she did.
Yes,
but
she was
maybe.
going back to work. She said she was, and she didn't like it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's just
Oh, that's right.
trouble with her knees and stuff. I can't imagine how she's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one tough lady.
And Warm Wife, I hope you answer because I don't know where you are, and I hope you're all right.
Yeah, Diane, I miss you.
Yeah, where
Come say hi.
I miss her too.
And
Hope you're doing
Vintage
okay.
Gal, haven't heard from you either.
Yeah, where have you been?
Yeah,
You should come by and say hello.
definitely.
Sit down, pull up a chair.
We're getting lonely without you. What's that song? What is it? And I need your love to see me through.
Oh, yes.
Because it's you, babe.
I won't be singing. I don't know the song anyway, but
I know the song,
I'm
but
just
I'm
trying
not
to
singing.
get, Farm Wife and Vintage Gal to come say hi.
Like the
Yeah,
Pied Piper.
you're summoning them, right?
Really singing. I was just pretend singing.
No, it was good. That was good. I thought it was really
that's
good.
better than my real singing. So
Oh,
Carolyn, what brand of gold paint are you using?
I am using the Lumiere.
All right.
I can't remember who did that song.
I want to get some copper or bronze. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, but in the
It
Lumiere
would
set
be.
that it's in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Silver,
Oh.
copper, gold, like
I
different
remember
shades of
that.
gold.
There's a whole
Gold is what
metallic.
I-
Yeah, I put the link
Those
all
are some
the
really-
time.
Those are some really good metallics. They really are.
And they last a
Hello?
long time. I mean, this is my first set.
Because I've gotten metallics before that seem kind of flat, but those have so much luster to them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Paco likes your song part.
Thank you, Taco.
Hi,
Hi.
Taco.
Carolyn,
While.
would you mind to shuffle yourself so you're in the middle? Because you're kind of off
Oh.
the screen on the very far left.
Looks okay to me. Maybe
Yes,
you
we-
have it on gallery.
On YouTube.
Hi, everybody. I just got little Miss to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Gail. He's so
Hi, Gail.
adorable. Little Indiana. It's so adorable.
She really is.
Gail showed us her beautiful granddaughter earlier. She's just the cutest thing you've ever seen.
She's adorable.
How old is she, Gail? About 4?
She'll be 4 at the start of next year.
Mm.
Oh,
Hi, Lark.
That's the best age.
Hi,
Yeah.
Nicole.
I'm glad you came back. We thought you went to bed.
I might have fallen asleep for a little while.
Were you up all night last night?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
No. I have to do my, school run in the mornings now at 7 a.m. So
oh,
I have to
yeah.
go to sleep now so that I can.
That's awfully early, Lark. It just feels like it's just 7 a.m. is when I go to bed.
Well,
Like, I
yeah,
go
high school
downstairs,
starts early.
bus. Yeah.
The older your kids get, the earlier you have to get them to school. They make the older kids get up at the crack of dawn. Yeah.
Mm.
They in Australia they stagger starts for kindergarten, primary, and high school, which
do
is
here
good.
too. They do here too. But they should send the high school kids the latest, if you ask me, because they're the ones that seem to need the most sleep. But
Yeah.
man,
They
I
actually
used to
do.
have my kid get me up on school days. Clever, huh?
My kids have been in school for weeks now, like 2 or 3 weeks.
Really?
No, that's crazy.
Ours were in, and then what happened? Something happened here. What happened? Oh, we had a power failure. So they were out of school for what? Monday, Tuesday. No, they had, let me think. How did it work? They had Labor Day. I forget. Anyway, they were out and they just said screw it and just came the rest of the week. And they started
That's good.
their Labor Day because there were other kids in some areas around here that still didn't have power yet. We were lucky we got ours on in 30 hours. Some people didn't get it on for 3 or 4 days. So
That's crazy.
Oh, yuck. I couldn't stand that. It gets so hot.
Oh, it was awful.
That must have been a heck of a storm to do that to the school as well, everywhere in your town.
Well, the schools are okay, so to speak, unless they don't have power, which they didn't. But, if the schools have power, that doesn't mean that everybody in this area has power, like the kids that go. So, there's enough kids that ride the bus and stuff that they just say, okay, no school.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And we used to have to go. It didn't matter. I remember going to,
Oh.
when I was in high school, they didn't even have heat. And we
Yeah.
went to school wearing our jackets for the whole day. That was fun.
It's a kinder, gentler day these days. They don't make the kids come to school unshowered when they don't have power, I guess.
Hi, Shaylin. How are you?
Hi, Shaylin. Where's Shay Shay? Now just Shay. Seen her in a while. Haven't seen Catherine Morrison in a while. Haven't seen them.
Where's she been?
Maybe we should serenade them.
I don't think so.
Any requests? Any requests? I'm kidding.
How are the kids liking being back in school, Nicole? Do they love their teachers, or have they
They love their teachers. But when I was waiting for them to get off the bus, Linda told me to tell them that they were going camping, and I didn't because we thought they would be upset, laying on the ground in a tent. It was gross outside. They were ready to go camping.
They're like, sure, we're ready to ditch.
They're like, let's just go. Let's go.
You're going camping?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No.
I don't get it. I missed something.
She thought that they would be upset. Linda told her to tell them they were going camping when they got off the bus, and she thought they would be upset. Like, no, but they were ready. They wanted to go.
Oh, you were just freaking them out, trying to freak them out.
It backfired.
And now you're a liar, right?
That's true. Now I'm a liar. Oh, man.
I know. I used to get so upset if I ever had to break my word. One of my kids were like, oh God, now I'm a liar. They'll never trust me again,
The last time we went camping, the kid's back hurt. My daughter's neck hurt. She hit herself in the head with a flashlight, and we had to go to the hospital, remember?
Yeah.
We were soaked to the bone, freezing, left 2 days early.
So good time.
And I really thought they wouldn't want to go.
Yeah.
I would.
I guess.
No, it's okay. You go ahead.
Yeah.
Just like, we're putting all that aside. Let's do it. I like that attitude, though.
Me too. Well, now next time you really do want to go camping, we'll be all for it.
Right? So we could go camping whenever we want.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll just say yes.
Hello, rambling recruiter.
Here's Rambling Recruiter. I don't think I've seen them before. Hello, Rambling Recruiter.
Hi, Rambling.
They've been here the last few days, rambling
What are you
recruiter, right?
What are you recruiting for?
Rambling.
Oh. It's a big mystery.
It's a mystery.
Mysteries.
Hi, Jeanette.
Rambling recruiter.
Hey, Jeanette.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jeanette.
I'm sitting here feeling sorry for Prince Harry because he didn't make it in time to say goodbye to his grandmother. I feel so bad for him.
He didn't make it in time?
No, I think Debbie D was telling us that. 15 minutes.
Oh.
Miss, how awful. They were really close, I remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard he was her favorite, in fact.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think Shaylin's saying she doesn't hear anything. She has no sound, but
You have
it's
no
everybody else.
sound? I'm talking.
Yeah. Do you
hear
guys all
me?
hear us?
Can't
Shaylin?
see what Carolyn has.
They're saying they can't hear Carolyn, but Carolyn's not really talking.
I wasn't talking.
That's why.
Tell us what you had, Carolyn. I didn't see it.
I was just doing some painting and I wasn't saying much.
Oh my God, girls, it's one miserable morning out there.
That was quick.
Yeah, it's only up the road, the shop. It's still raining. It's been raining all night. Raining for the last
Yeah,
week.
it's been raining here too, right? Yeah.
There's a chill in the air though.
Today it stopped raining most of but still. And then it was nice.
Oh, thank God it's Friday. That's all I can say.
Not yet.
Oh,
Your
sorry,
volume-
it is here. Is it
I've seen your
Friday
box
night in
light up.
Australia? Is it nighttime over there?
And could not hear you on YouTube.
Who
And
could
just
not-
then, your volume is very low.
who, me?
Yes.
They can't hear me on YouTube?
No, it's very, very low. Everybody else is louder than you.
Oh,
Well,
okay, I'm gonna mute so you.
Hi, Jeanette.
I thought it was my phone this whole time.
is it better now?
Yeah, it is.
Is it
but
better
you
Yeah,
now?
that's better.
Yes, a lot better. Yes.
Okay.
Sounds okay.
Yeah.
to me.
I agree, Taco. God, did any of you go down that rabbit hole of the Princess Diana conspiracies?
I bet.
Oh.
Yeah, me too. A long time ago, like.
A
Yeah.
little. It was so long ago.
Oh my God, the day for her funeral, I stayed in bed all day bawling. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
my husband was saying, "There's something wrong with you." You know, what are you crying about? It was the saddest day ever, though, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was
Shocking how she died.
Yeah.
It was.
It really, really was. She was such a lovely woman. Like, she had it tough in there. But the Queen will get a great funeral as well because, like she was a great queen. In fairness,
Oh yeah.
and nobody. I think that's the end of an era, really, because they'll never again have a monarch. You know, for that
No.
length of time, she was on that since what age? In her early
Nine-
20s? Was she
She's
21 or
70
something?
years.
26.
She reigned for 70 years.
I mean, that's insane, isn't it? When you think of it, 70 years, like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of
Never
feel like
would
I
have
should have
that.
maybe given her a hall pass
That's
because
gorgeous,
she's gone
Karen.
Thank you.
because she's gone so long, like just doing everything that she's supposed to do and never stepped out of line. It
Yeah,
wouldn't be
yeah.
fair
Well,
to
she's
give her a
old
hall
school.
pass at the end
She's
of the
old
line
school.
with the shenanigans. Go for it.
Yeah. Exactly, Cass. But she's from a different era.
She's duty
You know,
and
when you
punch-
think of her parents and how, you know, her mother was lovely though, the Queen Mother, wasn't she?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Very ladylike, and you know, they were very loved, which was unusual. I mean, and yet she was very strict with her own. You know, the eldest one, well, with Charles anyway, she was very strict with him. You know,
Yes,
sending him
she-
off to boarding school and stuff.
No, that's
He was
not true.
raised-
She didn't want to. She wanted to send him to one in England, and it was.
Was it the dad,
Philip-
the father?
Prince Philip, he insisted. He insisted that Charles go to that awful school in Scotland because he said it
Yeah.
made a man of him and it'd make a man of Charles. You know.
It didn't make a
But
man
the-
of him though. It damaged him big time.
Oh, it did. It was
You know?
terrible, awful. Elizabeth never.
I think she died of a broken heart. The Queen. I think she was lost without him.
Yeah, I mean,
For
yeah,
so long, like, and to lose him at that age,
yeah.
it's really rough. Like,
Called broken heart syndrome, so it's possible.
it's a very real. It happened to my grandaunt. God, this is back in 1976. He died. Well, they married older in life, like late 30s, early 40s. They never had any children, but when he died, she just 5 months to the day later, she was dead. But everyone said that there was nothing wrong with her health. She actually died of a broken heart. She couldn't live without him. It's really,
Yeah, so-
really sad. Like,
Everyone always said that she adored Philip, just adored him.
she did. She was mad about him. He was handsome when he was young, wasn't he?
He was, yeah,
But she was beautiful looking
he was, yeah.
herself. Very pretty. But except for the time that when Lady Di died, and she stayed up in Scotland. Other than that, she had an impeccable record.
Yeah,
I mean, the monarch was on the verge of collapsing at that stage.
yeah.
The whole country was in mourning, and they
He
couldn't
pulled it out of the
believe
fire at
she
the
never
end.
came down.
He didn't seem to
Sorry?
know, like,
She stayed in Scotland. Didn't she come?
She
to
stayed in
Ireland?
Scotland, and the press were hounding her.
at first.
Eventually, I think it was Tony Blair went up and talked her into, "You've got to come back down here. This is a constitutional crisis." I mean,
Yeah,
the monarchy is in danger. You know, she was
Yeah.
warned, "Get your butt down to London," because everybody was. They were all, you know, gathering in London and grieving her, like hundreds of thousands of people, and there was no sign of her. So, like, they view her like a mother, you know.
right.
So,
And
like,
he was,
somebody dies in your family, where's the head of the household?
he was
No
doing
sign
it.
of her.
He was doing things by the book, and since Diana was no longer part of the royal family, she just was like, well, you know, we shouldn't, you know, be doing all these things. But Charles actually talked her into it too, giving her a royal.
Well,
you know.
because the hatred would turn onto him then. He had to, like.
Well, he wanted that for her, you know.
I don't believe that. He didn't love her at all. He only used her. She was just a vessel, a virgin to give them the heirs to the throne. Sure, he was still in love with her. Like, he went on his honeymoon wearing Camilla's cufflinks. Can you imagine on your honeymoon? And
Very
she
cool.
notices that on his shirt, the two C's entwined. I'd have wrapped them around his neck.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. I'd have been straight home. Oh my
Well,
God.
I got that impression from a biography that I watched. That's all. That, you know, that he had fought for her to have the royal treatment, like she was still a member of the family. Maybe because he felt she deserved it, you know, maybe because she was the mother of his children. You know, I don't know what.
I don't know. I go by behaviour, not what the press says or what people say he said or whatever.
Yeah.
I go by actions, not. So I don't believe everything I read, you know. I mean, her biggest nightmare came true, and he had her convinced when he was married to her that it was all in her head.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I mean,
and that everybody else convinced around her that it was all in her head, and she was right the whole time.
in life, you know, it was terrible to her in life.
Horrible thing to do to her. He treated her like a little kid. I mean, I know she was really, really young, but she was actually madly in love. I mean, she had the Mills and Boone's dream of, you know, marrying her prince and living happily ever after. She was way too immature. She hadn't a clue what was going on.
No,
But she had a lovely heart, you know, that girl. She had a lovely heart. She
Yeah,
cared about people, like.
It really broke a lot of, I think, our hearts. We were, you know, young women like her, and seeing her come from this like sweet kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
You know, when they first started like dating and everything like that, and they had that little press coverage, and there she was in her cute little you know, cotton dress in with the kindergartners and everything, and she was just so fresh and sweet, and you could see she was so hopeful, and that she was dazzled by him. And
yeah.
and seeing how, you know, that relationship changed her so quickly, and she just became so withdrawn, and then with the bulimia and everything.
Because she realised he didn't love her.
Yeah.
She realised that he's only using me, and that he actually loved another woman. I think she would have forgiven an infidelity if he didn't care about the woman.
Yeah,
But
I remember
that he loved the other one, and the realisation that she wasn't loved at all. I mean, that must have been devastating for her.
she said it was good until around when Harry was born.
Yeah.
And around that time that things really started changing. Before that, he was like good to her and happy with, her and, William, was doing a lot of family things and was happy,
Yeah.
very satisfied with what, she had brought to his life. And then when William was born, she said that it really broke her heart because he looked at him and he was like, oh, he's a ginger, and just walked out of the room.
Yeah. Imagine saying that. God almighty.
Yeah.
He wanted a daughter, apparently.
Who said that? He's ginger.
Charles did.
Oh, no.
When he saw Harry, that's what Diana said.
Well, Harry has major issues on his shoulder, he's major chips on his shoulder.
And that was the beginning of their unhappiness.
Yeah.
Is what she said.
Yeah, it's such a shame. But I don't think Willa will ever be accepted. Well, she's being accepted to a certain degree, but there's a very fine line. If they do one thing out of the way, it'll stir up all sorts of feelings again.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Especially with the way Harry's carrying on.
Yeah, maybe.
He's airing all the dirty laundry going on Oprah Winfrey and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. He couldn't protect his mother, so he's going to protect his wife.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's mad about her as well.
Yep.
But, yeah. Down the road, I don't see it lasting, the monarchy.
I do wonder if it will be passed to William quickly.
I don't think so. Charles has been waiting this long,
Oh, I don't think there'll even be a coronation from him. I think that he will abdicate in favor of William.
Are you serious?
I do. I really think that.
think
He said it could be a year before.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a lot of interest in ruling, and doing that right now. I mean, I don't think he was chomping at the bit, to succeed, his mother.
Yeah, I think he was.
You do?
Yeah. Like, he's very passionate about, he's got some good qualities as well. Like, he's very interested in climate change and, he does care about a lot of things. Because I know he got into trouble years ago for writing letters to Parliament, giving out about, buildings being knocked down and protecting old things and protecting the wild animals and the climate and all that. So he does do a lot of good as well.
Yeah.
I
He
can't
does.
see him waiting this long to become king and then to turn around and say, "No, you're grand. I'll give it to William." I can't see that happening.
Oh, I just got the
I think
impression
he'd want to leave his mark. That he's made some positive changes or
you could
something.
be right about that. Yeah, he maybe have some things that he really wants to change.
Achieve, yeah. Because otherwise, what's his whole life been about? Hanging around waiting to be king, and then he gets king, and then he abdicates. I can't see that happening.
I just thought, he'd probably thoroughly entrenched in his own life by this point,
No, I don't think so. And he's been spending an awful lot of time with his mother for the last couple of years.
Yeah, right. She was probably showing him the road.
Yeah. And their relationship seems to have improved a lot over the last number of years.
Uh-huh.
They'll be desperate to hold on to the monarchy. Like, they can't afford any scandals or any,
Yeah.
so much at stake.
Getting rid of the monarchy, while Elizabeth was on the throne, I never believed that they would because, the country had such affection for her. I don't think they would ever get rid of the monarchy while she was queen.
Sorry, Hart?
I didn't think they would ever get rid of the monarchy while Elizabeth was queen.
Oh, no, you couldn't. She's too clean. She was too, she was brilliant at her job, in all fairness to her.
Yes. She lived a life of public service.
She did. No, she did. She married herself completely.
Yeah. People think that she didn't work, but she got up early every morning and attended to her duties all day long, day after day, year after year. No complaining.
Yeah. She's old school though. I wonder how Charles will be.
Yeah.
He's going to try and put a modern twist on it, I'd say. But then they've only so much power, you know, because Parliament kind of rules them. There's only so much they can do. I'd say William would be a great king, though. William and Catherine.
Yes, he's grown up. He's grown up, you know, being trained in the life of public service, and I'm sure.
Yeah. And she's very sensible as well. Like they get on, you know. Can't see either of them having affairs or bringing any scandal or any, you know.
Well, he's really towed the line. Kate has.
Big time, yeah. But she was more mature as well, and like he was reared differently, William. You know, thanks to his mother. Like she used to bring them around to hospitals and shelters and places when they were kids to make them aware of this isn't your life. Just like you look at Prince Andrew, spoiled little brat, you know.
Yeah.
And then you look at their kids, and they're brought into, like I said, hospitals, where people are dying and, you know, struggling or whatever. So they're seeing what real life is about. It isn't just about living in privilege all the time and being entitled to everything. And you can see they're emotional kids, you know.
Yes. I'm sure Charles is about ready to strangle Andrew.
Oh my God, he's a holy show, isn't he? Did you see that oh God, that interview that he gave?
Yes, I did.
Wasn't that an absolute joke? Like, I mean, seriously, you're cringing watching him, but oh my God, you idiot! Like, what did you do that for? Oh Lord.
I just remember back in the 80s, you know, he was, you know, known as the party prince. Remember Randy?
Playboy.
Randy Andy, and they're getting the tabloids.
And yeah, Randy Andy. That was another name.
My friend danced with him once. That was her claim to fame.
What was?
Canada. One of my friends danced with him in Canada. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't know.
I don't know what she sees in him. He's just a snob.
It was just an opportunity. That's all.
Who? He's married again?
No. He still sees Fergie, doesn't he?
They live together.
Oh, really?
But in separate parts of the estate. They do, Sharon.
Well, I didn't know
They
that.
live together. Oh, they do.
I thought they divorced.
They are divorced, but they live together, but not as husband and wife. They lead completely separate lives.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Why are they living?
The two of them are as bad as each other, for God's sake.
Why are they living together?
It suits both of them.
Apparently.
You know. Finances, probably. She always stuck by him, like, no matter what he did, she always stood by him.
One of them can be hurting for money. I mean, come on.
Fergie would be. Fergie has to make her own money. She's not on the payroll. And he's not on the payroll anymore either. Mind you, the mother probably slid him a couple of million, you know.
You'd think that he had a bank account, though, right?
Yeah, but he lives like, well, not anymore now. You don't see him out and about anymore, but.
Sell a few tiaras or something. He'll have enough money.
Yeah. The mother, he'll be looked after now on the will, no doubt. He'll be grand again.
Yeah.
No, Fergie had to make her own money. That's why she went to America.
Oh, I know. But she made plenty of money.
Oh, she did. Yeah, but she blows through it.
Wow.
You know, flying first class then, and money didn't mean nothing to her. She was in debt for millions before she went to America. And the royal family said, we're not bailing you out. Get lost. So she went and joined that. She did that Weight Watchers thing.
Yeah, I know.
For years over there.
Yeah.
You remember all of that, Carol, huh?
Sorry?
Yeah. You remember all of that.
I do indeed. I do.
I remember it too.
I do.
I mean, I remember it now that you say it, but I mean, it's like, I didn't remember it. I'm really not. I mean, they were all across the tabloids, but.
I go down these rabbit holes every now and again, Carolyn.
So do I, and I hate myself for it, but I do.
Oh, I'm a divot, I swear. I wouldn't hear or watch anything about them for a couple of years, and then something will happen. And then I'll start reading about one of them, and that'll lead to me to another one and another one. And then I'm caught up again.
Oh, I've got to go put the doggy.
It's kind of big over here. You know, if anything happens over there, it's on all our newspapers here in Ireland as well.
Yeah, well, it's on. They used to
No?
be on the tabloids, so I don't even see those tabloids anymore. You know.
Yeah, well, either do I. I don't buy them. I
mean, I don't even see them in the stores anymore. I don't even think do they even print those anymore?
Oh, they do. They do.
What's
Yeah, but
that?
because of the internet now, I mean, everybody just Googles
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
whatever they want now. You know, I used to buy magazines and stuff, but I haven't bought a magazine for years.
Oh, I haven't either. You know why? Just like you said, you know, YouTube's a magazine, let's face it.
Absolutely.
You want to learn something, you want to know how to do something. I don't care if you whack your finger with a hammer and you want to know how to get the blood out from underneath the nail. I'm not kidding. They'll tell you how to drill it or how to heat a needle in a flame and poke it through the nail and the blood lets. They'll tell you anything.
Sharon, it's unbelievable. I had my central heating, the boiler. I had an issue with the boiler last year, and I thought there's no way I'm getting a tech guy out, because before they even look at anything, they charge you €80. So I thought I'm going to try and figure this out myself. So I went out, it's like a condenser boiler, which is out my back. So I took over the cover of it, and I'm looking at it, and I went in, I Googled YouTube, to, know, how to troubleshoot, whatever. Yeah. And this one video came up, and it was similar to my model, which is like a Grant model or whatever it was. And your man took me right through it, and I went out everything he said to check to see was the motor gone. So there's like the kind of a key thing where you put a coin in, and then you open that, and then you put a screwdriver in, and if the thing rotates, it's okay. It's not that, and if it doesn't, it's seized up like. So it was seized up. So I was able to ring a plumber. Then I say, look at my the motor in the thing is seized up, and that was it. And the same with my wash machine. It's fantastic.
That's cool.
I'd be lost without it. And my lawnmower. Anything that goes wrong, I Google it. You save yourself money.
I gotta see who's barking. Who wants to go out? Right back. I just went over there and everybody was asleep, and now they're.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Yeah, I do the same thing. It's like there's an app for that. There's a YouTube video for that.
So I always tell my husband, he'll say, I need to do it. And I said, yeah, but did you look it up on YouTube yet?
Yeah. It's my first thing I do. What does YouTube have to say about this?
Yeah. Always.
Well, my wash machine a few months ago, it wasn't letting the water out, etc., etc. And at the very end of my wash machine, there's like a little door that you open, and where the filter is, and you pull out the filter, and there's a little hose there that you can drain the water off. Now, when I pulled out that filter, there was nothing in the filter. There was a little bit of hair. That was it. So I had to go out later on that day, and I was out. I had to go to the bank. And in the town that I was in, there was a guy that fixes wash machines. He sells second-hand parts and all this carry on. And I went in and I told him, and he said, "Oh, that's knackered. That's gone. I'll call out to you. Give me a price, the whole lot," because I genuinely thought, that it was knackered. So I came home anyway, and it was bugging the life out of me, because your mum was after telling me 90. It was going to cost me about 90, and if there was extra parts, whatever. And I thought, Jesus, it's got the machine is only like 2 years old. So I got down on my hands and my knees, and right at the back of that filter, the filter that I pulled out, you could see there's a little rotor thing, and I just got a knife. So it was a similar principle to the motor in my central heating. So I just got a knife and gently tried to move that, and the next minute, wasn't there a bit of glass in there? So I don't know how I managed. I got my hand in, 2 fingers up, and pulled a little bit of glass out, and perfect. Bob's your uncle. That's all that was wrong with it. Now, had I not done that, your man would have come out, probably replaced some motor or whatever, and probably charged me 150.
Sure. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So
My
I get great
husband-
satisfaction out of fixing things myself, you know.
My
Yeah,
Well,
me
not that I
too.
fixed anything. I just took a bit of glass out of it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. My husband called somebody out for the garage door at my dad's house because he was having trouble getting it to open. The garage door opener had died. So he was having trouble literally lifting the door. And the guy comes out and he I don't know, lubricates the springs. He does this, he does that, you know, adjusts the wheels. I don't know. $1,000, $1,000.
Oh my God.
$1,000.
Are you
Sharon,
kidding?
that's insane. You
Now
get a
we
new
have
door
to-
for that nearly.
That did not include a garage door opener either.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. They get
And you know
charged what they like.
Do you know
Yeah.
what it was? You pushed in one spot and the door would open. And you know why? Because the garage door opener was still connected to the door. And because of it, when the garage door opens, it does a little jerk. And when it does, it pulls that little bit in. And all you have to do is push that little bit. Either if you're inside, pull on it, or if you're outside, push a little bit and it opens.
Oh
$1,000.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be sick.
Oh, he was not happy.
Oh
He
my
did,
God.
but he wasn't happy about it.
I don't blame him. He'd have had a nice weekend away for that, Sharon,
Hmm.
in a hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. In a nice hotel.
That's highway robbery, though. $1,000 for oiling a few things and
Yeah, they could charge you what they like, though, Hart. They make it complicated as well. Like, try and find out yourself if anything is broken. Try and find out is there a way you could fix it yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. It probably would have been the same price, including a garage door opener. Who knows?
Yeah.
There was a for sale sign in front of the house. I'm sure that had something to do with it.
Wow.
And, so, I mean, the house is sold. We're done with it. You know, we closed on it. But
Yeah.
what a ripoff.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'm going to
Absolutely.
be leaving a couple or a nice review for him.
Yeah. That's the same here. Whether you're getting an electrician, a plumber, it's all a rip-off.
Yeah.
Before they even work, they want to be paid
Jesse, go
just
to
for
sleep,
showing up at the house.
puppy.
Oh yeah. Forget going and getting, you know, your master's degree or whatever. Go learn to be an apprentice electrician or whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Plumber, any of the trades, you make money.
Fantastic, fantastic
Yeah.
trades. You could work anywhere in the world with any of those.
Yep.
I don't know why they're looked down on it. You know.
I don't either, because we all need them, and they're
Mm.
less and less of them all the time.
Yeah.
They always send out their old, you know, the old furnace guy or what, you know what I mean? Like it's never like a new guy starting out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So God bless YouTube is all I can say.
Yeah. It helped me
It's the
get
same with crocheting. Like I took it up again after years of not crocheting. And the amount of videos, the amount of help out there, like there's no excuse that you can't learn how to do anything on YouTube. How to this, how to sew. Pardon?
Carol, did I send you that pattern?
No, you didn't, Sharon.
Okay, I'll send it. I couldn't remember if I did or not. I'll send it to you.
Oh, thank you, Pet. Thanks a million. It's an enjoyable pastime. Reach that age in life.
Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of a Zen thing too. It's like sewing. I can get into this rhythm and I just keep on going.
Yeah.
I might think about learning crocheting. I was thinking about knitting, but gosh, all the hearing you all talk about how much the wool is, like it's an expensive.
Oh, you could
hobby.
buy it cheap as well, Hart. I mean, if you're just making like I make a lot of cuddly toys for my grandkids. They love them.
That you can get.
So like you get away with acrylic with them because they're throwing them around the place and they're out the back with them and stuff like that. And you just replace them, crochet them, another thing. It's only if you want to crochet yourself a nice, a hat or or a scarf, or if you're making
Yeah.
something for somebody, it's only then that you'll spend on the yarn, you know.
We would, because there's
Other
no
than that,
the little ones in my family anymore. So I would probably be making, blankets and things like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that then you're gonna want the halfway decent stuff.
Yeah, if you're doing a blanket, yeah, you will want, like I crocheted like a Celtic, I showed you that, like a Celtic cable blanket, and you're not going to go to all that trouble of crocheting something that size with cheap wool, you know. You're going to buy something half decent, like.
Heart Made Wives, there's a store called Mary Maxim, Maxim. It's in Port Huron, Michigan, but you can get a catalog, and they have sales, and their yarn's nice.
Oh.
Okay.
So, you can just look them up online and ask. They'll send you a regular catalog. It's nice. It's fun to go through and look.
I think I'll do that because I really do want to take it up.
But if you take it up, practice first, Heart. Don't buy good wool. While you're practicing. You get the acrylic for half nothing in the dollar store or any of them places. So practice your stitches and all that on that.
Yeah, I did it a long time ago.
And when you feel confident that you can make something, then buy good stuff.
I just made
like Sharon said, get it on sale.
Yeah, I learned one. I just learned knit, purl,
Right.
And
you can knit loads of stuff with that.
I was homeschooled, and so we needed to do some recreational things. And she said, "I want to knit." So I got the stuff, and we just learned to, knit. But we both made a nice long scarf, and that was it. Because that was all we could do.
It's still a scarf. It'd still be lovely if you had the right. You could buy nice yarn and make a lovely scarf out of that. Knit and purl.
And all you have to do is just vary. You could knit one, purl one. That's seed. There's all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah.
And it turns
knitting
out
is simple. It really is. Drop it.
It's easier than crochet to me.
Are you serious, Sharon? No way. Crochet is far easier.
Really? You think
so? Well, if you drop stitches in knitting, it's a nightmare.
Oh yeah, I guess that's.
Oh my God! If you drop stitches in crochet, it's simple.
Oh yeah.
To pick back up. You just rip back a little bit. You drop stitches in knitting, you got to rip a whole. Especially if you're doing something long, you have to rip the whole. Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. I would be so upset if I had to rip a whole lot out. Because it just
hard. You saw me. I've been crocheting a berry for the girls will tell you. I crocheted, one was too big. I'd be like Goldilocks. One was too big, one was too small. So I finally, it's nearly finished. I nearly finished it there last night. But so I'm still learning. Like, you're always learning, But it's a challenge to me. Like, I like to challenge myself to more difficult patterns and things.
So how does it turn out too big or too small if you're following a pattern?
Because I'm using the wrong size hook for the yarn that I'm using.
Yeah.
Lots of different reasons. Your tension, the tension of how you crochet something. Like, you're supposed to do test patches, but I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
Like, I crocheted with a size 5 millimeter hook, but it was real pure wool I was using, but it was too big of a hook, so I ripped it all out. And then I used too small a hook, and it was too small. So, like Goldilocks, I found the right one in the middle. But it wasn't the size the pattern was using. You see, so it's got to do with your own tension of how you knit or crochet. Like, I could crochet something, and Sharon could crochet something, and mine would probably be smaller than hers because her tension might be looser.
Could be.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
so it just depends, like. But it's a challenge.
I have a tendency to both crochet and knit a little tight.
Yeah, so do I. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is it good to be
sewing? I do a scant 1/4 inch instead of a 1/4. I have to tell myself quarter.
Yeah.
I assume a tighter stitch is probably better for the integrity of the.
Sorry?
Wouldn't a tighter dyed or knit be better for the integrity of what you're making?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't get stuff caught on it as much. If the
Mhm.
loops are a little
That's a
tighter.
good point, Sharon. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is a good point.
But
But
you
it can
could
be
even make
frustrating then when you're
bigger
following a
hook.
pattern and it's
A
too
bigger
small.
hook is going to make a bigger
Mm.
loop weave too.
Yeah, it does
You
make a
use
big
a big
difference.
hook and a tight weave, and it's still loose.
Yeah.
So,
But it's far easier, I think. I think crochet is far easier than knitting. Knitting I
Yeah.
find very much. I have all the needles,
I have.
but I
Yes.
never use them. I just
Oh,
keep picking up the crochet hook because it goes up much faster.
Oh, it does go faster.
Flies up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's a major design in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's a bit slower.
Well, that pattern I'm sending you is really cool.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how it could be all one color on one side and
You know
all
what?
one color on the
No,
other.
I was wrong. It's not exactly, but it kind of is. Wish I had.
Right. Is it Tunisian crochet, Sharon?
No, but I've watched
Right.
videos on it, on that.
That looks fabulous. I keep thinking I've got to do that because
Try
that
it
flies up.
backwards.
That
Yeah, they
flies up.
knit one way and then they knit the other way.
That's fabulous, but it's so
Yeah.
fast. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Mm.
but the concept is really interesting. But like I said, you knit one way and then you just turn around and knit the other direction.
Yeah, you're coming backwards. It's
You
crazy.
are,
And
backwards,
the
yeah.
designs that you can make with Tunisian crochet are unreal.
Yeah,
Seriously, fabulous.
really.
And I keep forgetting about it.
That's another one to watch on YouTube.
Yeah. I watched one day, but you know the Eastern Europeans, they're incredible crocheters. Except it's very hard to. A lot of them, there's not many that speak English. You know,
Mhm.
so you have to turn down the volume because they're in their own language, and just try and watch what they're doing. You know, but they're just so talented. Like,
Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll have some natural ability since I have some Eastern European in me.
oh well, there you go, girl.
Look it up.
You just start off by making small little things. Like a beanie is simple to crochet.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I
Once you
think
get into the swing of it, like, and you can't go wrong. There's so many videos there, Hart.
I like
If
the
I can
idea.
learn it, anybody can.
I like the idea of homemade gifts, and I've made homemade gifts in the past, but I've run out of ideas and I want to knit
You can
things.
make lovely stuff. I mean, you could make really nice stuff. I'd love to be able to sew like Sharon's stuff. Oh my God, Sharon, you're so talented.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
It's
I mean a
nice
lot.
that-
Have you seen her stuff in Slack? It's incredible.
I've seen
Love you all. I've got to go. Sorry for interrupting. Chat later. Bye.
All right, Gail. Bye, love.
Right.
Yeah, I have seen Sharon's stuff. It's really, really great. She's got so much talent.
Oh, she's
Oh,
incredible.
yeah,
You need great. You
yeah.
need that's skill now, Sharon.
Well, no,
With the
it's
sewing.
your 1/4 inch. It's all about your seam. All about.
No, but you've got to have everything dead straight. Oh my God, I'd be hopeless at that.
Well, yeah, that's true.
On
You
a
gotta
sewing
have-
machine, you know.
But my machine sews really straight. It really does. I had a brother. That's a brand, and it kind of catwalked, and it was brand new, but it kind of was just a little bit. It was off just enough that if I looked up to see what was on the TV and I looked back down, I would have gone in the wrong directions. But
Oh,
my Juki, I can glance up and back down, and I'm still going straight. I should
Wow.
stop and then look, but I don't always.
Yeah.
So.
But then for intricate things, like small little things, like trying to sew in a zip and all that, I'd be no good at it. Lifting up the thing where the needle is and all that, and threading it, that would be a nightmare as well.
Oh no, it's really not that hard.
I don't know. I used one at school. I did home economics in secondary school. And yeah, that's all I'll say on that.
I have the same sad story, Carol. I also had lost a battle with a sewing machine in home economics in 8th grade.
Oh my God.
I kept getting sight. I kept,
so hard to keep a straight line.
Yep.
Used to get this chalk and I remember I made, oh my God, it was disgusting. This smock out of gingham. And my mother made me wear it because she had to buy the material. So it was a project that we were making, like a smock. And like, I think I was 12 or 13 years of age. And I had to wear it. It was like a pregnancy thing. Oh, Jesus.
I was
Oh,
a blouse, and because it was a project too, we had to do a project, and I had to get my mother. I cried.
yeah. Oh, you're not the only one. My mother forced me to wear it.
did.
I'm after spending so much on that material. It's
I was so
just lovely on
frustrated.
you. Just lovely on you. And I'm crying. I can't go out wearing this.
Well, I didn't make my mother do it. She just took over because she was so exasperated with trying to, show me how to do it over again. Yeah.
Oh no, I had to finish it in the school, but my mother made me wear it, is what I'm saying.
Well,
Because, this is
I didn't say
material,
that.
she bought the material that it wasn't going to waste. And that's
Yeah.
lovely on you. What are you talking about? It's lovely on you.
My mother
My
did not.
mother used to take me to fabric stores. My mother never set her foot in a fabric store, as far as I know. But Daddy would. My dad would take me to a fabric store. It was great.
Yeah.
My mom sewed a little bit. Those like little
Really
small
ambitious
sundresses.
things, but I didn't
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it. Like I'm here, I'm 14 and I'm making a blazer. Well, I didn't know that it was hard. I just did it.
Yeah. Well, you see, you with the knack for it, Sharon. You with the knack for it.
Well, I had the fabric, I had the pattern, I made clothes for my friends.
Wow.
But I just didn't think, well, it's not like you could say, well, you can't do that. I didn't think that I couldn't, so I did it. Does that make sense?
It does, but you the confidence, you kind of knew deep down that you could do it.
I didn't know any better. That's really what it is. My mom thread a needle or sew a button on. So I had a real advantage. I didn't have anybody saying, oh, you're going to screw that up. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yet when I was like 7, 8, 9, I had a crochet hook in my hand, like plastic crochet hook. And I used to be making little dresses for my dolls and hats for them and everything, So I enjoy that. I enjoyed doing that. Like, and that was like, I taught myself that. I didn't learn that at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I just didn't like sewing. I couldn't master it. I just found it very hard.
I think I can get you to sew a straight line. I really do.
I could hand sew. I can hand sew. I used to did embroidery. Embroidery is beautiful. Forgotten about that as well. Embroidery is gorgeous.
I don't do embroidery. I have done some of the stitches, but I don't do embroidery.
Yeah, I remember doing that at school now.
That
was the last time I did it,
Yeah.
I might actually get an embroidery kit for the crack and start that.
Oh yeah.
Because you can embroider some beautiful stuff onto pillow cushion, or cushion covers and that.
Yeah.
As gifts, like mother or something, or.
Mm-hmm.
My sister did counted cross stitch. I never did that.
I've done some of that.
I did it.
Yeah, I've done that. That rings a bell now. The cross stitch, yeah.
Yeah.
And flowers and all that.
Yeah, I did counted cross stitch and gave them as gifts and stuff like that. My mom and dad still have those. But I really want to learn to knit. I had a great aunt Helene, and I think when I was about 14, my sister was 16. She sent us each an Afghan and a pair of slippers that matched for Christmas, and I just thought that was so lovely. It just really, it just felt like a really loving gift.
Yeah.
A time making it for you, especially for you. And I wore the slippers out, but I still have the Afghan. I'll use that later.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
She was a wonderful one. She would make homemade candies and everything and send them all the way from North Dakota,
Wow.
Christmas.
Nice.
Homemade candy. Stop it now. You have me thinking again. I used to make coffee years ago when my kids were small.
My friend she makes homemade
just reminded me.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my
Yeah, she
God. Homemade toffee.
Like peanut cups and peanut brittle and rum balls. There's all these wonderful little Christmas treats.
Yum. Yeah.
Have you ever made peanut brittle? Now that's really cool, but you got to move fast.
I have not made it. I've made the rum balls though.
Oh yeah, peanut brittle. Peanut brittle, you just cook it until it's the right temperature or whatever color, and then you put, is it baking soda? I think you dump baking soda, but the whole
Yeah.
thing bubbles up
And
like
it fizzes. It fizzes out. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
yes,
it's
you
like
have to.
crunchy, is it?
Well, it will be, but you got to pour it into the pan really fast.
Really
or-
fast. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The first
It's
time
like
it
it's like
happened, you're like,
honeycomb, Sharon, is it?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've done that as well. You've got to move like lightning
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's
Once
like
you know that,
Is it
It's
sort of like when you
gorgeous.
make Christmas crack
oh,
stuff?
good. Hmm?
Is it sort of like when you make that Christmas crack stuff with the butter and the brown sugar and everything?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's peanut brittle basically.
Hmm. I should do it. I did get that crack.
Really,
faster.
really got to be fast. You really do. Keep your pan right next to you and dump it right away. Stir and dump fast.
Yeah.
Does it
And
harden
if
by
somebody
itself?
wants to know,
Does it harden by itself?
yes,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it hardens pretty
Nice.
quick.
I might do that this year.
Yeah,
Mm. Same here.
A new
You need
Christmas
to make a
tree.
lovely.
it's so good.
It is so good. It's too good.
Well, that's the problem. So if you make it for kids, yeah.
Yeah, well, I made the Christmas crack last year and gave it as gifts to my family, and everybody loved it. It was devoured in like a day.
There's nothing nicer than that when you bake stuff like that,
Oh,
and
it's so
and it's all eaten.
good.
Why
Mhm.
didn't you make more? Why didn't you make more?
Yeah, my
You,
parents,
you, you just get that sense of pride, don't you? Oh yes,
Yeah.
my
they
parents
loved
looked
it.
forward to my rum balls all year long.
Mm.
And they like make them last as long as they possibly can because they love them so much. And I make them quite boozy. So.
No, no. There's the secret.
She likes that, get a little warmth out of them, you know.
I used to make a lovely ginger, like a ginger cake. Haven't made that for years either. Yeah, with black treacle and golden syrup,
Okay.
brown
yeah.
sugar, flour.
Yeah.
Oh, girls, it's absolutely gorgeous. Ginger and
Yeah,
some
that's very
raisins. It's
convincing on
just
the
delicious.
ginger. Yeah.
So you kind of you have to heat the black treacle and the golden syrup and the brown sugar, and then
Mhm.
get your flour. But again, you got to move fast with that as well, you know.
I don't know what black treacle is.
It
Do you
would
not?
be molasses here.
Is that what
Pretty
you?
much. Pretty much. I think black treacle is molasses. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it in America.
The same as molasses.
Good old Siri.
Yeah, in the U.S. it's commonly known as treacle or black treacle, but in the U.S. it's blackstrap molasses.
Extract molasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But you make the most gorgeous. Like I make a huge one now. Like a roasting tin. I like turn that into it's like a big, huge cake. You know.
Really?
I don't put it in a tin as such.
Wow.
But so you get 4 quarters. You know, it's big like. But absolutely gorgeous.
I'm back. Okay.
I might make one of those.
I don't know what's.
There you are. Where are you?
Yeah, no. My dogs wanted. I was trying to get them calmed down, but
Boarding you.
then I had to take them out, and then played with them, and now I'm smelling a weird smell, like an electrical smell.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's but it's weird. I don't know what it is. It's driving me crazy.
Is it raining out?
No.
Go to your basement door, open it, and sniff.
Yeah, is there something wet or some electrical thing after
No,
getting?
it could never be coming from my basement because the door to where even the basement door is totally closed. It is not coming from there.
You're not smelling smoke or anything though, are you?
No, it smells like.
Is it a rubbery smell?
Yeah.
You just think there's something in it. I've done that.
I'm just thinking of a wire kind of melting. Or
I've been
something.
checking the house. Where do you think I've been, High 61? Hold on, I'm gonna go check something again. I'm gonna go look in
We'll
the
wait for the
basement.
smoke alarm, Carolyn. It'll be grand.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna check. It's a weird smell. I think I'm gonna get Jimmy. It's a very weird smell.
It's probably Carol Lucy. Put your clothes back on. I'm setting the light on fire. Short circuiting things.
Stop the basement.
I'd be like Carla now if I got a funny smell. I'd have to find out where the hell is that coming from.
Oh, I would not rest until I found the source.
No, especially a smell like that, like rubber.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Or burning rubber or something.
I get the kids up. Help me find it. Smell everywhere.
Yeah.
I've got like a super sensitive, annoying nose that yeah, can pick up all sorts of things. I think it runs in my family because of all.
They say if a woman smells it, you better be looking. Men, they smell it, but they smell it way later.
They're oblivious to everything around them. Let's face it.
Your sense of
I can smell alcohol on them when they're drunken like 3 days ago.
Oh
yeah.
Very annoying I am.
No, that's even if somebody only had a half a glass, you can smell it.
I know when Mike's had wine at mass.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is.
Did you find it?
No. It's like it's
Is your
strong.
cricket plugged in? Is there something plugged in that's... Have you got a glue gun plugged in?
No.
What about the turtle's motor?
No, it's not in the room with the turtle and all. It's in the room that I'm in, and
Have you a hair tongs plugged in?
no, nothing.
You don't smell it anywhere but in the kitchen?
Yeah, and in the hallway.
Have you the iron plugged in?
Open
No.
the oven and look in the oven, just in case.
No, there's nothing in the oven. It's just.
Open the microwave
I mean,
and
the
just
dog
smell
is
it and
acting
see if someone.
weird because I just took him out, played with him and everything, and now he's barking again. And that makes me nuts because I'm thinking, is he barking?
You think he's warning you or something? Yeah.
There's something going on.
Yeah.
And it's freaking me out. So.
It's only in the kitchen, not the family room?
No. I'm gonna go
Look
get
in the
Jimmy.
microwave.
I'll be right there. I'm just gonna get him.
Have you a heater plugged in, Carolyn? Check all the plugs downstairs.
Yeah, every one of them. Check them on. Could it be the computer fan? Did
Oh
it
yeah.
stop?
Computer. Something overheating.
Yeah. Sometimes
Good
the
thinking,
computer
girl.
fan
Good
will
thinking.
burn out.
Exactly, or laptop or something.
Yeah.
Or a charger.
Yeah, I'm thinking fan, but
Yeah, I agree, Taco. I've got breakers as well. If there was anything wrong with my electricity, the trip switch will go off, you know.
Yep. That's true here too. We all have it, doesn't GFI? Ground fault interrupter, I think it is. On all of our I don't know if it's every plug. I know the ones in the bathroom, they have to have it. The ones in the kitchen have to have it.
Yeah.
Garage, definitely we have one. I'm trying to think of all the places where I've reset them.
Right.
Yeah,
Your shower would be an imperative one.
bathroom, kitchen, and outside.
Sorry?
Just bathroom, kitchen, and outside, as far as I know, the GFIs.
Yeah.
I'd probably ask the boys and Jimmy, like, what have they been up to? Because I remember I had a melted plastic smell once, and my boys put something, I think it was in the oven, but it was on like a plastic tray.
Oh,
and,
God.
Yeah, didn't end well.
Yeah, you're just reminding me now of the amount of times I've done that with a Christmas pudding. And it would be in a plastic bowl, and I put it into the pot with the hot water. And then I'm watching something on the telly, and what's that smell? All the water is evaporated from the pot, and the plastic.
Jimmy smells it too.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's
So.
Kitchen.
So
Yeah.
it's an electrical smell, not a gas smell.
No, it's like what would you describe it as?
Go make sure all your
Rubbery, like somebody said that rubbery.
Yeah, a rubbery smolder. Definitely electrical by the sounds of it.
make sure all your
All right.
knobs are off on the stove.
Yeah, no, if my stove is on, that would be it's gas, so they make that horrible sulfur smell.
Yeah. What, have you a laptop
Well,
plugged
yeah.
in, Carolyn? It could be something overheating.
The
Yeah, I'm
fan
gonna
on
check
your
everything now.
computer. What about your look inside the microwave. Check your washer and dryer. Are they going? Do you run them all the time like some people? You got too many. You got 4 people there. You run it a lot.
I'm thinking of something that uses power now that would
Something
cause
melted
something
in
to
the
heat.
dryer. Could something melt in the dryer? Did somebody leave a pen in their
Yeah,
pantry?
yeah. If the dryer is on, the clothes
Yeah.
dryer is switched on.
Yep.
Deborah Vancouver said the fire department will come and check.
Oh yeah, they will. They sure
And
will.
honestly,
Not in the middle of the night.
any opportunity that you can get the fire department to come and check something, I highly recommend it because I've never seen an ugly fireman.
Yeah, they're all.
I got
Not if
them
you
to
saw
come and
our
train.
firemen, you wouldn't. I know, I'm joking. They're actually not too bad at all. I had a chimney fire years ago. Oh my God, it was great crack.
Oh, wow. Oh,
You want to see the guys that landed?
Sound.
Oh, girls. I made them tea and sandwiches and everything. They were in no hurry because they get paid at night, you know?
Oh.
But the crack we had with them, oh my God. And it was our own fault. We'd been out, actually. There's a pub only up the road from us. And my husband and myself were out. And when we came home, the fire was nearly dead. And he goes, he said to me, Carl, do us an old fry, you know? So I cooked up some bacon and sausages and fried potatoes and everything. This is like 2 o'clock in the morning, you know? But the next minute, he went into the sitting room and he got a plastic bottle. Like, I'm going back years and years ago now. And because he wanted to bring the fire back to life, so he threw the plastic bottle into the fire, right? And the chimney caught fire.
Yeah. That's like sounds like
So then the fire brigade comes down, and of course the curtains are up in the sitting room. I was mortified. If any of the neighbours, I mean, all the lights flashing outside of the house.
Oh yeah.
But the next minute they came in, and it was, Jesus, a lovely smell in here. And this is in the kitchen now. They weren't bothered at all. They had the fire out in literally 2 minutes flat. It was only the chimney, like. So I said, are you hungry? I had no bacon left or whatever, and I made them a pile of sandwiches and biscuits and tea and everything. And we had a great laugh at them. These are the curtains wide open in the sitting room in the middle of the night, like, and the fire brigade, all the lights. Oh my God, it was such a great laugh.
I just want to say hi to Gretchen W. Blue. Hello. And she's got a good advice to check the dishwasher. You know how sometimes if you put something that's meant for the top shelf and it ends up down the bottom.
Oh yeah.
I had that once and it blew off into the element down the bottom and
once me too.
I'll see you Yep.
Yeah, I checked.
So yeah.
Yeah, that would bump the life out of me now. I wouldn't be able to go to bed now until I'd find out.
Really, I don't know what the heck it is. It's
your little iron plugged in for your decopad.
No, I just checked that. That's not plugged in.
I left an iron on for like 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes, it didn't shut off, and I went, oh my God, it was so hot.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Jimmy.
I am surprised. So
that could have, if it had tippled over, Sharon, you would have been in trouble.
Oh man. Yeah.
Taco and High 61 have both mentioned that maybe check and see if someone's burning something outside.
Oh yeah, good idea.
A neighbor.
Yeah, I just opened the back door. I actually opened it and let some stuff in, and it smells fine outside.
Okay.
All right, we'll take that one off our list, the checklist.
Have you any heaters plugged in? Anywhere?
Nope.
Any laptops?
Yeah, no.
I know I've had that smell before when something's short circuited. Like I had too many plugs or something in one socket, and and so it wasn't actually like I'd already done the damage, and yeah, but it left that smell. It wasn't until I tried to use them and realized that they weren't working.
Though, right?
Yeah, we've blown fuses before. So, you know, I guess they're fuses. Ours just switch over.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You know where you plug the thing into the wall.
Right there. Yeah, right there. I just opened the door right now.
Deborah Vancouver's really concerned and really wants you to contact the fire department. Because it's just because of her own personal experience. The fire department like came to her place one time, and I think they ended up finding. I think
It's a different thing they can use. I forget what it's called.
Anyway, don't we?
oh, that's it.
Yeah,
They
I
checked
will
and found the
show
wire
Yeah,
under
it
her
looks like a
house.
screwdriver with the.
Sort of. We had Fido at the airport, which was cool. But that's not what I was zipping. Fido.
There's got to be more to that story.
Fido sniffs explosives.
Carolyn, is your own computer overheated?
No,
Did you
no,
check-
no. We just checked that. It's not. It's not even hot.
What could it be?
No, the monitor.
The monitors are cool.
Sniff them. Doesn't mean if they're. I don't care if they're
I just
cool.
did. I just did. I really did.
It's
Yeah,
not
I'd be checking every single plug in the house.
There's
Check the
nothing wrong with the
dishwasher
turtle
back.
tank or anything, right?
No, nothing's in there.
Did you hear Kat mention maybe checking the dishwasher? Like there's a plastic maybe in there?
Yeah, I don't use the heated dry, and it's not on, and it's fine. Yeah, the dishwasher's fine. I don't know what
Oh,
it
sure.
is.
anyone.
You put it on here.
Just for
Deborah
Right here,
Vancouver's
right?
pretty keen on you calling the fire department.
Yeah.
As
And
it
Could you,
saves her
imagine if the,
house.
could you imagine if the upstairs was on fire?
no,
Jesus.
bad. Yeah.
I really think you should call the fire department too, and then we
Jesus,
can watch
Noel,
it.
you couldn't. They tell you to get lost.
What about your? Do you have a first floor bathroom? Do you have a fan in there? Did you walk in there to see if?
No, the bathroom's been closed.
But the smoke alarm would have gone off if this
Maybe
was
it's not
smouldering now.
Just right,
Right
when did I
now.
start smelling it? Like about 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, and if it was getting worse, an alarm would have gone off.
I had a fire department come in. I had one of those burning electrical smells and I couldn't figure out what it was because I thought maybe it's in the wall or something. So they did come out and they checked and they were really
Yeah.
nice about it.
You
Really?
can go around feeling the walls above your electrical sockets and feel if they're hot, or feel
Yeah,
the plugs
that's a good idea.
themselves. Feel the plugs to see if they're hot.
Yes, that's a good idea, Sharon.
Because I've had
Mm.
plugs go hot.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because it's
Can you
something
let
that's
the
after
dogs
getting
outside?
hot that has caused that smell.
Yeah, mine was, believe it or not, one of them was just for my cell phone, and the plug was burning hot.
Yeah, cell phones are deadly for that.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a cell phone battery. When they start getting old, I've had a couple before, and they expand, and if you don't get them in time, they actually like explode. Some of the batteries.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Okay, this is totally off topic, but I always thought the word smelt, like schmelting, is just the funniest word. I don't know if it's because I first heard it in Austin Powers, but
Yeah, smelting.
schmelting.
Factories. That smelting, isn't that where they melt iron ore to make?
Yeah, it's just a hilarious word, I reckon.
Yeah, it's a funny word, that's for sure. And smelt is a little fish here that are gross and disgusting.
No.
Do you reckon, like, if the dogs were inside, they would sniff, like, maybe
Mm,
go to where it was smelling?
maybe.
Like, what's that, Lassie? Timmy fell down a well, and
I
someone's
know.
held up the bank and
He's really good at that stuff.
yeah.
I'd be feeling plugs. I'd start checking all the plugs. Check them, every one of them.
Yeah. Plug everything out.
Yep. Feeling if they're hot, pull them out. Plug.
Yeah.
Yep. What else could it be? Let me think. What about, do you have canned lighting,
That's hot.
Carolyn? She does. What's that?
that?
Because canned lighting too, just before a bulb goes, can get hot.
Yeah.
Just before a bulb explodes, basically, or breaks.
Yeah.
Filament. That's the word I'm looking for. Although I don't even know what these new light bulbs, how they die, because we haven't had one die yet.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to either. The price of them, Sharon.
No, I know they're expensive.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's like €11 or something for the bulb. I
really.
mean, you could buy an 8-pack for $3.99.
Yeah.
You
There
know?
you go, right? Yeah.
Not heated up or
Drink
anything,
enough
it's
and you
fine.
don't care. Yeah.
Mm.
I
Oh,
still
what's
have
frustrating, in my bathroom now, the bulb keeps bloody blowing in there. Like, obviously, there's some electrical issue, which I haven't gotten around to getting an electrician because he'll have to go up into the attic because my
Oh.
bathroom is upstairs, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not a priority. I just put up with it. The light bulb blows, and I get another one. It'll last a month, and it blow again.
I still
But
have a
they're just so expensive.
100-year-old bulb in this house. Like 1 or 2. One.
Yeah, so do I. My outside light, you know, the outside light at the front of the house.
My
That's
laundry.
been going for years and years.
My laundry room one is still going.
Hmm.
Might replace the ones outside. I remember that.
Throw it out and just stop.
It's
When you
strange,
turn them
isn't
on,
it? Yeah.
Take a second before they go on.
Yeah. And the one in my garage.
You're not plugged in.
That bulb hasn't been changed for donkey's years.
Mike changed the light in the garage today. He says, "Oh, well, in the garage." I said, "Why?" He says,
Maybe
"Well, I
blow
had
it
gotten
all
a
out
package
and
and you
try
had
to
it sitting
smell
out
it, see?
there."
You know, I'm trying
But he
to
wanted me to turn the light on. It was like landing lights for a plane. It was
where
crazy.
it's coming
I
from.
said, "Mike,
Oh, I've only one bulb out there. I see it.
well, we have
That's all I
we
need.
have 3-car garage and he's got a light bulb over
Oh, wow.
each
Yeah.
spot. But in the middle one, he put this crazy light bulb that's got like 3 or 4 lights on it. I mean, I looked at it and I saw spots for 10 minutes after. This is too good.
You're seeing things, yeah.
My jewelry looks good.
Putting all the
but I don't-
fans on and opening the doors to see if we get it out of here, if it's something.
But I wouldn't be, yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't be opening doors because
You can let it
Well,
you might be able to pin it down. But
gotta get it.
did you check all the plugs around your computer? Have you got
Yeah,
extension?
he's checking now. He's in the basement checking something.
Yeah, just touch every single plug, and if any of them are hot, plug them out.
That's right. Some of them have their own little breaker in it.
Yeah.
Christmas lights do.
That
What
noise
about
is
your
the big
fridge plug?
fan. I'm trying to get the stuff away.
Once you guys, watch out.
Did you find it?
Yeah,
Shut everything down for this.
yeah.
Right?
What did you see? Anything down there?
No.
I don't know, that's a mystery, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Do you have one of those lights? What do you call those
No,
lights?
Jimmy, I'm on. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. He's
He
walking-
dressed!
Hey, hold on a minute. Let me shut the camera. He's walking around and okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
Oh, God.
oh, come on. How are we in this chat? No.
No, my door.
What? You gonna open the front door?
Deborah says she had a faulty wire that she would have never seen under her house. Oh, my God.
Oh. Carolyn's
God.
got a basement under her house. I'm pretty positive. I don't know if it's under the hole. But it's probably.
Under your house?
Yeah, I got a whole basement under mine.
Yeah, not many people have basements in their houses over here.
It's funny, but there's only certain areas that have basements in the States. Like they don't have them out west, they don't have down south.
No,
the
it's
water-
brand new. It's brand new dog toy flow. I hear you, but that's a brand new one that he's playing with. Hold it.
Are your smoke alarms working, Carolyn?
Yeah. But
See,
there's no,
well,
but
that's
there's
a-
no smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, but heat, they get triggered by heat as well.
Well, do they?
They do, definitely. Well, mine does.
Do you have a
If I turn
sprinkler?
down the grill in my oven now, without any smoke, if that, obviously there would be a
It's
little bit of
just
smoke
such a
sometimes.
weird smell.
So you're still smelling it.
Yeah, I can't stop smelling it.
What the heck is it? Did you know
What
the
are the
light?
kids up to?
Do you have a computer light? Check that.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut everything off. I'm shutting it all off.
Carolyn, check your paints you were painting with.
Check my what?
The paints you were just painting with.
Well,
Yeah, you
it's
were
closed. It's one I use all the time.
Oh, all right.
Nope, it's not that.
Okay.
No smoke, just a smell. Right, Flo.
I'd be plugging out everything in the house.
I would be touching every cord.
Every plug, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, check the ports on the wall. See, is there any heat off them?
Yeah.
What about your fridge? Did you check the plug on that?
Yeah, that's hard to get to.
Yeah, I
Although
mean,
you could stick your nose, you're tall, you could bend over the counter and kind of get up.
Get Jimmy to do it. Get a step ladder. Is the plug up on top?
No, it's in the middle, like middle.
Mine
no,
is
it's
up on
behind.
top.
But it's,
Mine is up at the very top.
Behind, it's behind them.
Yeah.
But you could bend over the counter and put your nose closer to the back of the refrigerator. Is there something in your refrigerator that's turning into a science project and you don't know it?
Well, that's very possible with 2 teenage boys.
Exactly. My lettuce all died from the power failure and I didn't know. And I opened it and was like, so.
Yeah, well, lettuce is very fragile anyway. It doesn't last very long, does it?
It didn't survive. I threw that out. I threw out anything that I decided not to be iffy, like mayonnaise and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the lettuce was like
Soggy, is it?
it was not.
you started talking about it when Desi was going crazy. I know.
Dad, is he still going crazy? The dog?
There's no smoke. The dog, yeah, made me worry because that's not normally like the dog. But now the dog is settled down.
Oh.
But
I'd start feeling the walls. If you check the plugs.
I did feel the walls.
Okay.
And the outside is definitely done nothing out there.
Nothing. No, it smells good out there.
That's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't go to bed until you clean it.
No, Jimmy said he's gonna stay down here.
Have you any laptops plugged in?
No.
Mobile phones?
We just unplugged them all.
You know that when you go to sleep, your sense of smell turns off. That's why people die of smoke inhalation. Did you know that?
Really?
Yes. Yes.
You still smell it? Yeah.
He still smells it?
Yeah, normally, if it wasn't, he'd be like, oh, it doesn't smell like anything. But he was like, no, I smell it.
Anything that takes batteries or... But you don't have a battery charger.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look something up. Let me see. Oh, what is it?
I know sometimes when I haven't turned like a heater on or something for a while and you get that dust.
Yeah.
That sort of burns off.
Yeah, did you plug in a heater, Carolyn?
Nope. No.
Oh.
Let me look it up. Rubbery smell.
It could be from the computer as well.
Is it possible that your heater turned off there? It is a dusty smell. It's not a rubbery smell though. It's kind of funny. And then it's fine. Like 2 hours later, it's okay.
The PC can smell funny as well if it starts overheating.
PC, what's that?
Computer.
Oh, that.
You know when the process thing gets very high on the computer and it starts heating up, you get that funny smell as well.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have a baggie in wood, on your plastic, any kind of thing like that.
Like the turtle tank.
Yeah, the air vents, if the air thing was blocked, right?
Yeah.
And get clogged with dust and stuff.
Look at the pantry.
An animal chewing through a wire.
Do you have an appliance garage, Carolyn? I do. Do you have an appliance garage?
Don't think she can hear you, Sharon.
An appliance, it looks like a, mine's in the corner, so it's big, but it looks like a red, with the timbre doors. And I just got plugged in there, inside of that.
Oh yeah.
So it's not on the counter, even though it technically is. There's a plug in there. There's 2 plugs in there, in fact.
Do you mean fuse plugs? Are you talking about the fuse box, Sharon?
No, I'm talking about in this, it's a funny little appliance garage, and it's just got doors that roll up, a door that rolls up.
Oh, right,
And it's
sorry.
triangular, so it's narrower at the front, but it's really wide at the back, so I can have like the electric can opener in there. I can keep,
Oh, right, yeah.
yeah. When I need them, I open the door, pull them out, use them.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
I've had it for 30 years.
All right, I guess I'm gonna, oh gosh, end this, and then I can leave the Zoom on, but I'm gonna see what the heck's going on.
Yeah, go out and check your main fuse board as well.
I think you did.
Check the fuses and see are any of them hot.
You know, why did you shut this door? You should leave it open, it says.
Well, I don't want that fan to suck fresh air out here. I need to suck this air out here.
Mystery
So we
of
have
the
to go over there.
rubbery
Let's
spoon.
suck
If
air
you
through
shut
the-
it down all the way and the small goes away,
And just say suck fresh air from
Yeah.
outside and pull it back up.
so
Could be the computer, could be something as simple as that.
Maybe I
it
will.
could be something in it. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the live here, and
Okay, good luck
see
finding
you guys
it.
tomorrow. God bless.
Great job, Deborah Van. Good girl.
Put a note underneath your live, Carolyn, that
What?
if you find it, put a note underneath your live that says, we found it, or everything's fine, or whatever.
Okay.
Because you can't go to sleep without